The Best Actor award for this movie goes to Max the dog. The Worst Actor award goes to everybody else. Max, directed by Boaz Yankin, starring Robbie Amell and Thomas Hayden Church, Laurie Graham, Joss Wiggins. This movie is a tribute to dogs that have been used in the military. The movie is about a dog named Max who's used by the Marines to help sniff out weapons that the terrorists in Afghanistan might be using against our soldiers there. This dog is working with a soldier named Kyle Wincott. Kyle gets killed in the line of duty, and the dog can't connect with anybody else now. It's dealing with post-traumatic stress from being in the war for so long, and it has to be taken care of by somebody. So the family of this soldier, the Wincott family, ends up taking the dog in because the dog is able to let Kyle's brother Justin touch him, and they think that possibly Justin might be able to have the same connection with Max that Kyle did and help the dog deal with the post-traumatic stress that he has. And that's pretty much our movie. I didn't really like this movie that much. There are some things I did like about it, but really overall it's not that good of a movie. Let's get into the positives of this movie. Max the dog is excellent. I love Max the dog. He's great. Robbie Amell, who plays Kyle Wincott in the movie, the soldier that dies in Afghanistan, he is actually very good. Unfortunately, he's not in the movie long enough to make a lasting impression since his character dies. But then we get to the negatives. And Joss Wiggins plays Kyle's brother in the movie, Justin. And he's a bit of a smartass. He is very disrespectful of his father, played by Thomas Hayden Church, who was also in the military. He served in the Iraq War or Desert Storm or something like that. And he's just disrespectful in general. And it takes him a little while to connect to the dog and to be able to actually befriend the dog, and for the dog to befriend him for that matter. And I just really didn't like the kid that much. I did like some of the scenes the kid had with the dog, though. There's a scene where the dog is not being able to light fireworks because the fireworks are so loud, and the boy comforts the dog when this is happening. Or there's one scene where the dog is having trouble sleeping at night, so the boy stays out with the dog until the dog falls asleep, and the boy ends up falling asleep on the ground right next to the dog, which is kind of funny, although there's a patio chair right outside. He could have grabbed the patio chair, sat in the patio chair, and fell asleep in that. That would have made more sense, but whatever. Let's have him sleep on the ground instead because that looks sweet. Thomas Hayden Church, feels like he's just going through the motions. He doesn't really feel invested in this character, and I just didn't really care for him that much. Laurie Graham from Gilmore Girls, she plays the mother in the movie, and she was really kind of stupid in this film. There's one scene where she says no cussing to Justin, and Justin didn't even say a curse word, but supposedly he's thinking of saying one. Like, that makes no sense, and it's just such a cliche character, and it's just a character that doesn't feel like the kind of character Laurie Graham would usually play. And she really doesn't seem like she's putting her all into this character either. Then we have this forced teen romance in the movie. Justin gets a love interest. Carmen, played by Maya, I can't say her last name, it's a Mexican name, but there really wasn't much chemistry between these two, and it was just there just for the sake of a cliche kind of deal. And the boy's best friend, who's named Chewie in the movie, who's the girl's cousin. He is so annoying. Like the Jar Jar Binks of the movie. I hated this kid. And of course we have a cliche villain, Tyler, played by Luke Klenkamp, and he was alright, I guess, but I really didn't care for his character that much either, and the plot beat with his character being a fellow soldier that comes back from the war and how he's a villain just felt kind of stupid and kind of forced in there, and didn't really feel like it needed to be in there. And really it just wasn't that good of a movie. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie a D. It's not that good. I wish it was better because this is supposed to be a movie that's a tribute to military dogs, but if you're gonna do that, make a good movie.